Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks so much for joining me for this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. It's very simple. Just pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. You can have more than one number if you would like. Okay, let's go to the board and see what these cards have to say. Alrighty. Okay, so first card, number 1. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? I see a whole lot of coins here, which means change, but it can also indicate your money. There's a little bit of water that's sort of dripping, drip, drip, drip. These could be your emotions, something a bit frustrating or irritating. Just fix it. Just fix the situation so it doesn't bother you anymore. It's something that's one of those little nuisance value things, you know, and you just think, oh yeah, I'll get around to it, but it actually makes you feel worse the longer you leave it. So fix it straight away. All right, card number 1, the card that comes up, look, is the Ace of Pentacles. It's all about your money. There could be a few worries about finances or even confusion about where to put your money. You're not sure what to do with your money, any money you may have. As well as, you know, does anybody ever have enough money unless you're one of these elitist billionaire type people? I guess you do. I guess when you don't know how much money you've got, then you've got too much. All right, so some confusion or angst about money in the background, but look, it's blowing away. It's not full on. It's just sort of irritation, I guess. Yeah, like I was saying, there's some sort of process that you're going to go through. This is like a portal, and it's a portal to clear thinking. There's blue sky on the other side here, and the clouds are actually blowing away. The Ace of Pentacles brings new financial beginnings to you. You may have new ideas. Spirit is literally handing you a gift, and it probably is new ideas or practical ways to make money. If you're not making any more money, it's practical ways to save money and what you do with your money right now. It's the beginning of something which is going to stand you in good stead over the long term, okay? And also, I'm not one for get-rich-quick schemes. I always think, you know, you've got to put in the hard work and you just got to be patient and things pay off. Eventually, that's what's happened for me anyway. With Absolute Soul Secrets, 23 years we've been here, and we'll be here for another 23 and more. I'm working on that as I age, you know, how we can continue Absolute Soul Secrets as I get older. So we're up to card number 2. There you go. This one's just jumped out. The 10 of Cups, which is fabulous. Didn't even get to close my eyes on this one. It's all about home and hearth, okay? Being at home, your family becomes more important to you. You could be nurturing by cooking, for example, not something I do because it's not my cooking's not really nurturing. Ask anybody who knows me. But it's about looking after your family, getting in touch with the world of the child, and so you could have more to do with children, whether they be children in the external world or your own inner child may need nurturing. Any wounds or any sort of damage you may have suffered, for example, growing up, and there may be some things there that need attention in your past when you were a child, and the best way is to play with your inner child, have some fun, and let her know that even if it could be a him actually, I'm sorry, slipped up there. Let your inner child know that you are always there for them and that you love and respect them, okay? And this is a fabulous card for entertaining close friends as well as family. All right, so now we're looking at card number 3. Card number 3, I'll close my eyes. There's a lot here to do with your emotions, but you are making progress. Sometimes you might feel overwhelmed by emotions. You might have emotions coming up, all sorts of grief or upset that is probably got its roots in the past, but something may trigger you coming up, and then you'll have these flashes back to the past, something current. So it could be an argument with somebody, or a feeling that you're being ignored, or you feel hurt or upset in some way. Let's have a look and see what card comes out for you. Okay, it's the Five of Cups, and it is about feeling a sense of loss. You'll see there's 3 cups here and 2 cups here. They're separated, so a separation of sorts you may be remembering. There's tears about that. However, there was a spiritual connection with the person involved, and it could have actually even been like a romantic relationship or a relationship based on true love. However, there's this separation and not seeing eye to eye with the person. But do note that this is this feeling of despondency. It's only for a time. It's not forever. This will change, and the energies in the heavens never stay static. They are constantly in glorious movement, in fact. So there's something here in this situation this week that you can learn from. Now, the moon is in Leo tonight, and you may have noticed last night it was particularly bright. So when there's a full moon, it typically lasts between 2.5 and 3 days. So tonight it's at its fullest, and so there could be issues being dredged up from your subconscious for healing, that and so you may have some memories coming back. But as I said before, it's really important to, it's often your inner child that gets hurt. It's really important to offer nurturance to your inner child and to love and respect yourself moving forward. This feeling will not last. So you're moving, and while you're feeling, you are making progress. Okay, that's number 3. That's actually my default number, if you like, and I can relate to that straight away. All right, so now we have card number 4. Closing my eyes. What do I see? Wow, it's the same sort of similar thing. In a car, there's rain, the windscreen wipers are going back and forth, and rain does sometimes mean tears, but you're moving forward. So the rain won't last forever, but we need rain, and we need it so that we can grow new crops, and we can enliven the earth. The emotion, the despondency or sadness that we actually feel gets things moving spiritually for us. The emotions are a great way to advance us physically and also spiritually. Okay, tears actually have emotional tears actually have a poison in them, and it's taking that poison out of our body, basically. Let's have a look at card number 4 now. Oh, okay, let's see what comes up. 9 of Wands. You may have felt very motivated about something at some point, but now you're over it. You could be feeling a bit tired and jaded instead. There was a lot of action taken. See all these baseball bats and these steps, action steps, and these red legs, but it's tiring, and you're also coming to the end of a situation. Okay, so some strength is required, and you may have felt like you were struggling towards something. You're going to get there. It may not happen overnight. It might be slower than you would like, but this card does suggest victory after a certain amount of struggle. Victory after a certain amount of struggle. It's coming to you. Don't give up. Keep going. You're on the right track. Just have a little break here and there so you don't, try to do too much at once. All right, and now we're up to card number 5. 5 is alive, and if you're new, subscribe and be alive. I would really appreciate that, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Okay, what do I see for number 5? Ring, ring. Okay, boxing. Okay, the bell. They just rang the bell. So this boxing match is starting in front of my eyes. You might be called to be assertive this week and to stand your ground on some point. There's a potential for conflict. And especially with a full moon in Leo, Leo likes to be the boss of the wash, and some people don't like that, and everybody's arguing over who's going to be boss. You don't need to be boss, but maybe you know, don't let people trample all over your rights either. Be assertive and stand up for your own convictions. The card that comes up is the 9 of Swords, another ending, okay? And this was something to do with your thinking. You thought that you understood a situation, but it's not what you thought it was. So swords are all about thinking. And sometimes this card suggests there's some sort of failure. Things are not happening the way that you anticipated about something. See, there's this purple here. This means that there's some sort of spiritual support coming to you, even if it is the end of a certain track. You've been going down a track in your thinking, and now that's coming to a close. And if you're, you know, intuitive, you may have even sensed that. So it could be in a relationship where perhaps you've had a relationship based on certain things. Maybe those things are up for renegotiation now. Or something in a relationship has to change, okay? But Spirit is supporting you, do know that. Okay, so very interesting that we do have quite a preponderance of coming to the end of something and then a new beginning starting, and there's no major arcana there, which is very unusual. And exactly the same thing happened in the Facebook pick a card I just did. Before, there was no major arcana. So this is extremely unusual, especially to have it twice in a row happen. So it does suggest it's not a week for the majority of people to, you know, maybe start really big things. It suggests that it's more a week to consolidate what you're already doing. To, you know, work around the home, to do general maintenance, to do everyday stuff. And the big important things, maybe you need to think about them more before you actually undertake them. And that's okay, because certain things are finishing off. Okay, I hope this has been useful for you. Thanks so much for coming along today. I'm actually working on a manifestation video that's taken 4 days. I hope to get it up today. I'm going to go and work on it right now. It's a bit unusual. It's not your typical manifestation video. I had a few flashes about why people try to manifest stuff and they can't manifest stuff. It doesn't, they think they have their thinking right, but it's more than just thinking. And it's also about the dangers of overthinking things with regard to manifestation. So you might keep an eye out on that. I had a few flashes about Frankenstein and how we create certain realities, but those realities are not necessarily real, okay? So yeah, do keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.